Hello and welcome to AUCTV. My name is Rania and I'll be your presenter for today's news bulletin. The Student Union at AUC proposes to the Tobacco-Free Committee various locations on campus to serve as transitional smoking areas for this semester. According to the Student Union representatives, all negotiations they attempted to have with the committee the past few weeks were a waste of time. The committee failed to cooperate and insisted on allowing students to smoke only in designated areas and parking lots.
السموكينج بوليسي دي مش منطقية خالص عشان بيجمعوا السموك كله في مكان واحد بيخلوا ان ده مؤذي اكتر وبيخلونا بيتسببوا ان احنا بنتأخر على كلاسز لو حابب اشرب سيجارة في نص كلاس يعني بين كلاسز او بعد او قبل كلاس.
The student union promised to continue to attempt to cooperate with the Tobacco-Free Committee for the benefit of the student body. The Graduate Study Fair brings university reps from abroad to the American University in Cairo on September 29. The fair is organized by the AUC Career Center every year. However, new universities are added every time to ensure that as many subject areas as possible are covered. Admission representatives and directors from various universities gave many information sessions to students. Students had a chance to speak with the AUC Career Center advisors outside information session halls. Undergrads are often faced with the dilemma of what to do after graduation. Therefore, the Career Center hopes that such fairs could help guide students in taking a step towards their future.
Hope for students to get out of the Graduate Study Fair is the information that they need to be able to make educated and informed decisions about the path that they are going to pursue in terms of graduate studies, to choose something that is really relevant for their career, that is going to advance their career.
This all-day event brought in the New York Film Academy, King's College London, the London School of Economics, and many other top-ranking universities across the world. Director Gillian Campana is holding auditions for her new play Fadi Mears. The play features roles for 3 men and 4 women to be performed on November 14. Around 50 students came to audition to the play, which will be featured at the Malak Gobr Theatre.
I am directing Fadi Mears by the playwright David Lindsay Abraire. He's an American playwright, contemporary writer, still writing today. He won the Pulitzer Prize in 2007 for a play called Rabbit Hole, you may or not heard of. This play is about a woman who has amnesia. She wakes up every day and she has no idea who she is, who anybody in her life is, or what's going on. And there's all these crazy characters that are coming in to tell her who she is, but she doesn't know who to believe or not. So as she discovers what's happening to her and who she was and why she can't remember, the audience discovers at the same time. Some of the characters are a limping man who limps and lisps, so he can't they have effив at all. Her mother, Claire's mother, the woman who has amnesia, her mother who has had a stroke. Her language is all in gibberish. And a character who has two personalities, himself, and a character that he manipulates through a puppet who's really kind of obscene and foul-mouthed. That's just some of the characters that populate this wonderful play. We're having auditions tonight. We're having callbacks on Tuesday, the 25th. So come and see it and stay tuned.
I read the play. It's very interesting. The characters are they're really strange, but they're really interesting at the same time. I mean, there's a guy with a puppet on his hand, there's a guy with a lisp and a limp. It's really, really cool. It's not like the plays I've been in or watched in AUC Theatre before, and I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun.
It's about a woman who wakes up every morning, doesn't remember who she is, and everyone in the play is basically lying to her about her true identity. So it's very interesting, very dark and comedic.
The cast list will be announced next Sunday, and the rehearsal schedule can be found outside the Malak Gobr Theatre. A couple of days ago, AUC has celebrated its reaffirmation of the accreditation by the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. Only 17 universities, including AUC, are given this accreditation from outside the United States of America. A couple of well-known universities accredited by the MSCHE include Columbia University, Cornell, and New York University. This celebration was attended by the presidents of public and private universities, cultural attachés, and a number of experts of higher education at Egyptian universities. Minister Abdel Ghaffar has discussed the ministry's new Vision 2030 plan a ministry's proposal that aims to overhaul the current education system. This is one of the 7 US-based regional accreditors that accredit entire institutions, not individual programs, units, or locations. The American University in Cairo's African Heritage Association held a party to gather old members of the club and welcome new ones. Held in the Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud Hall on campus, the event attracted a lot of students and staff from different countries and backgrounds. The African Heritage Association includes AUC members from African nations like Nigeria, Kenya, and Uganda.
Today's event was important because it's the first time this semester we're coming out to the AUC community to show them what the club is about. So we're not just about entertainment, but we're more focused on each person realizing their heritage, that they're African heritage.
Aside from the recreational purpose of the gathering, the African Heritage Association also used this opportunity to spread awareness and bring together the African community in AUC. The AUC bus system announced an updated schedule that took effect Tuesday. The new arrival times now better reflect the traffic delays caused by the return of school buses. Bus arrival time often pose a problem for students who have classes early in the morning. The unpredictable traffic might make them late for their classes or even their exams.
I ride October bus daily, and whenever it's late, I take an excuse from that office out there and I give it to the professor, and then it's fine.
The updated bus schedule can now be found on the university's webpage. The American University in Cairo notified the Students' Union in the first week of university that there will be changes in the commencement starting from this semester, and the fall ceremony will be cancelled.
I think cancelling the commencement for the spring is not a good idea, because one main thing about AUC is that AUC, amongst all the other universities in Egypt, is the only university that actually has 2 commencements in 2 different terms. So having a commencement in spring and in fall is the sole reason why AUC stands out, and by cancelling the commencement, it's unfair to others, because all the excitement that comes with graduating will actually fade by the end of fall. So I think it's not a good idea, and it's one that will make students actually really, really unhappy.
However, after the Students' Union disagreed on this decision, they offered different scenario solutions. As a result, the administration agreed on the existence of a fall commencement, but disagreed on the scale of the celebration. The SU made a petition on Facebook and collected more than 700 responses from students from the AUC community, and it also called for a stand in one of the assemblies for students to speak up. As a result, the SU had a meeting with the president, provost, and the School of Deans last Thursday to reach a middle ground. Auditions for Gillian Campana's play, Fadimirs, were this Sunday. Auditions took place in the Malak Gobra Theatre from 6 till 8:30. The play revolves around a woman who wakes each morning forgetting everything from the day before. Her son and husband have to teach her about her life every day. Campana asked those who are auditioning to prepare a 1-minute monologue. Hisham Abdelrazek was one of them.
She wanted us to show different levels of emotion in one monologue. I think it's interesting that she's decided to do monologues as opposed to audition pieces, like cuttings and stuff, because that shows kind of what a person can do when they're fully prepared, because when you're fully prepared and trained on the monologue, you're going to be a lot better than when you read the scene at random for the first time.
The monologues are supposed to showcase the actor's language and movement abilities, in addition to displaying at least 2 disparate emotions. Rehearsals now started after Campana cast 4 men and 3 women. The play will open on November 14th. That was all for today. Thank you for watching.